Hello, Samson here. So, in today's short book review, I was reading an interesting book, a short one actually. It can take you about an hour to finish it up. That is Make Your Bed by William H. McRaven. So, it's a book centered around his practical experience when he wanted to be a SEAL and the time when they were about to capture Saddam Hussein and all that when he was in custody and all. Yeah, but that's what his experience was just about. And it was at a point when I wanted to actually, I was looking for something mental to read because I think my mental health wasn't so much okay by then. And then one of the suggested books actually I found was Make Your Bed. So yeah, I just read Make Your Bed. So it is based on his practical experience, and there are some lessons which I got from there, which I want to share with you right now. So it is divided in like 10 chapters, very short book. So in chapter one, he's starting off the book with start your day by having your tasks completed. So start your day with tasks completed. That is, if you want to change the world, you want to make sure that your day is started with your bed made of. So the thing is, nothing can replace the strength and the comfort of your faith. But just a simple act of making your bed itself can literally put everything right for the rest of your day. Just can show how organized your life might even be in the day. And then in chapter 2, William is talking about you can't go at it alone. So you can't just do life alone. If you want to change the world, you find someone who is going to help you along the journey. So you can't paddle the boat alone. From his practical experience, from his SEAL training, that is, you need to find someone you can do life with. You need as many friends as possible. Just make as many friends as possible and never forget that your success is practically dependent on every other person. And then in chapter 3, William is bringing out the fact that only the size of your heart is what matters. If you want to change the world, measure a person by the size of their heart. It's only the size of your heart that matters. In chapter 4, he's bringing out the fact that life is not fair. So just drive on. Just drive on in life. If you want to change the world, that is, you need to get over and buy sugar cookie. So if you want to get the gist of what a sugar cookie is, you just want to read the book. So sometimes you're going to be in moments where life is hard, and then no matter how best we try to give in our best, it's just not going to work out. But the thing is, you don't complain. You just drive on because life is not going to be fair at the end of the day. Don't blame it on your misfortune. You don't blame it on people. Just stand tall. At the end of the day, you look to the future and you drive on. So your drive is supposed to be what you perceive for the future. In chapter 5, he's bringing forth to life the fact that failure can at times make you strong. That is, if you want to change the world, you do not become afraid of the circus. So another incident in the book is the circus idea. So you want to read it to get the gist of that. But then in life, you face lots of circuses. So you are going to pay for failures. But if you persevere, if you let those failures teach you, if you let them strengthen you, then you'll be prepared to handle the moments which life is going to throw at you later on. So he says, I sometimes fell short of being my best. I at times fell short of trying my best, but I never fall short of giving it my best. So you can fail to be your best, you can fail to try your best, but never fail giving it all you've got, all your best. And then in chapter 6 rather, he's talking about you must dare greatly. So if you want to change the world, you need to slide down the obstacles head first. So there is obstacles you're going to face along this whole thing called life. So what you do is you just forge ahead. So your obstacles will keep beating you down every time unless what you do is you start taking necessary risks. So life is going to beat you down until you take risks. So life is a struggle and the potential of failure is ever present. That's what he says. But those who live in fear or hardships or embarrassment will never actually achieve their potential. So what you want to do is take necessary risks. And then in chapter 7, you need to stand up to the bullies. Stand up to the bullies. If you want to change the world, you don't back down from the sharks. There is another shark story in the book, so you don't back down from the sharks. What you do is, without courage, the bullies of the world are going to rise, but with it you can defile them, defeat them, and defeat evil at the end of the day. And then in chapter 8, you're talking about you need to raise to the occasion. That's if you want to change the world, you need to be your very best in the darkest moments. So you must rise above your fears, rise above your doubts, rise above your fatigue. No matter how dark it gets, what you want to do is to get the mission accomplished, and that's what sets you apart from everyone else, and everyone else is complaining about life. And in chapter 9, you need to give people hope. I think one of the stories I loved in the book is the fact that if you want to change the world, you start singing when you're up to your neck stuck in the mud. So it was some training that they were given as SEALs, where they were almost sinking in the mud. But then the guys started singing. It was, the song was started actually by one person, and then it spread throughout all of them. And then the person who was in charge of them, their supervisor, was like, "You need to be quiet and whatnot." But they didn't listen to him. So the moral lesson, practically behind you need to sing as you're stuck up to your neck in the mud, is hope is one of these powerful forces in the universe. Sometimes all it takes is just one person to make a difference, and who knows, it might just be you. In chapter 10, in the last one, you never quit. Never ever quit. That's if you have to change the world. Don't ever ring the bell. So when they're starting out as in pursuit of becoming SEALs, the instruction was, if you want not to go through the whole thing, what you do is, if you notice that okay, it is just tough on you, you can ring the bell. That is quitting. So the lesson there that the guys got, and that what I found intriguing was, if you quit, you regret it for the rest of your life. If there is something that you are doing or working at, and you decide that you're going to quit, then definitely it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. Quitting, in the actual sense, is never going to make your life easier. So make your bed. One of those nice 1 hour books you want to read. So until we meet in the next segment, I am checking out.